Um, okay, so next topic is has been put there just because of a recent post that we saw on the Evercade official Facebook. It was the official Facebook page, wasn't it, Ryan?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, I don't want to get that wrong. Don't want to...
Yeah, no, to be honest, I haven't really looked into it too much today, but I know it's a topic, so I've had a brief look at some screenshots, but I believe it was on the official Evercade page.
Yeah.
Facebook page.
So that was Evercade's recent social media post, and that was, it's no secret they like that page to be used to have people talk about the product, discuss things sort of in a fairly positive manner. People aren't necessarily sort of shut down for having a different opinion, but they have said on a couple of occasions that they would very much like that page to not be flooded with photos of issues and this kind of thing, because there's a process that people can go through to get these issues addressed. And they even say in the post that it's absolutely fine for people to even want to kind of just troubleshoot with people and ask questions. However, can we sort of maybe not do this quite so much on this particular page? So like the absolute charlatans that we are, we figured this would be a great place to plug the Evercade Hangout, which is not affiliated with Evercade whatsoever. It is a completely sort of fan put together page. And if people want to do things like troubleshoot, run things past people, ask questions, have I got a problem? I've got an issue. Has anyone managed to fix this issue? This kind of thing. People would be more than welcome to head on over to the Hangout, the Evercade Hangout Facebook group, post it in there. Obviously, like every good Facebook page, it does have its own set of rules, which we would like people to go through, make sure they adhere to those rules. Most of the rules generally sum up, just don't be an absolute knobhead. And generally, most things will go. We appreciate that not everyone is going to think the same. People are going to have a different opinion. And that's absolutely fine. You can disagree with people as long as you do it respectfully. The moment someone stops being respectful or starts getting a little bit, catty or just a little bit off, that's when people will step in. But ultimately, yes, so that the Evercade official Facebook page can be as it is intended. If people do want to come and ask questions, there's lots of people in the Hangout that would probably be more than willing to discuss any of these problems with you, potentially offer you some different lifelines for things that they've done. And then, of course, you've always got the standard place to go, which is through the Evercade support channels. So, yeah, I didn't know if anybody else had anything else they wanted to add to that. I just realized I talked for a really long time then.
I think Derek could talk about the Twitter community, because I know that you're very prominent on Twitter. You've amassed a huge following. You may even be bigger than the official Evercade Twitter.
Not quite, unfortunately, but hey, who knows? I might catch them. Give me 12 months. You never know.
Yeah. So what's the vibe? Because I don't use Twitter, so I used to many years ago, but I just refer to it as a cesspit now, where you just end up arguing with people about football and politics and all sorts. So you I know you focus 100% on Evercade. So how do you find that community on Twitter?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. And again, I welcome people to bring their questions. If they want to ask them, they're more than welcome. Remember, I might not know the answer. That's all you've got to be prepared for. If you're asking me about a certain problem and I've not experienced it, then obviously I might not be able to help you. But obviously, as you did say, you've got the support email anyway, which you can go directly through. But obviously, if it's something I've heard about on there or something, I can do something about, then obviously, I'll put my weight behind it for people. But yeah, no problem at all. If people want to come there and ask whatever, then obviously, I'll do my best to help them.
Yeah, Twitter's an odd one for me. It's not something I've ever really sort of ever really dabbled in. I know Dorbs does our Twitter page, but yeah, your following on there just seems to have just grown, and it continues to grow. I mean, I remember when we first came across your Twitter page, I always remember thinking, Christ, that's a lot of followers. But it's getting bigger. It's not it's not sort of plateaued. It's getting bigger. People really do
enjoy
it.
Lots of different types of gamers follow me. So it's not just Evercade people that like the Commodore 64, and hopefully, by seeing the Commodore 64 collections, that's perhaps inspired them to grab an Evercade and give that a go and things like that. So you never know. So it's just a case of just keep building and seeing what we can do. The more we can get our word out there, the more people we can get on board, and hopefully, in the long run, we can score some more licenses. So, that'll be great.
Excellent. Like it. Were there any other social bits that people wanted to bring out there?
I would just say... Oh, sorry, Blunners.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say, I understand why they're doing it, because obviously they don't want their page clubbed up with stuff on things that they can't actually answer themselves. So they're trying to push you in that direction, just going, look, get hold of support. That's what support's there for. But then you see it from the other side, where people are like, well, somebody on here might have the same issue with me as me, might instantly be able to answer it for me. So that's so you can see both sides, and I can understand both sides, but that's why obviously the hangout we've got is quite good, because we can do what you want in there, really, and you're not going to have anything deleted.
Within reason.
Within reason,
yes,
sorry.
Always
man
within
babies.
reason.
No man babies.
Yeah, we did have to pull that up last time. I think someone said something on there, and we're like, maybe don't use that language. That sounds like you're trying to poke somebody to get a response there. If you disagree, that's fine, but let's not poke a bear.
No, air your grievances with other people within the Evercade community by all means, but don't go with the name calling and things, because that just belittles the point that you're trying to make.
Yeah, no, definitely agree. You were going to say something then, Ryan, as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Evercade can run their social media channels however they want. It's down to them, isn't it? A lot of companies do that. Evercade have it, so every comment that's made on their Facebook group, they have to approve it, and it usually takes quite... I know I've tried to post things before, and it's took about 4 days for it to be approved, and there isn't anything even controversial. It's like, I've received Indie Heroes 2 from Amazon. Brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it. And that takes 4 days. So I just don't even bother anymore. I look on there every now and again to see if there's any news or anything going on. But I just choose to use the Evercade Hangout. And I just follow the Evercade Instagram page and just see what's going on there.
Yeah. I mean, I think their Discord is a bit more active, but I think their Facebook group and their Twitter accounts and probably their Instagram account, I think the people that look after that only go in sporadically. They're not there permanently. It's not like hiring an actual internet guy to deal with all your stuff. So, you don't actually have somebody there permanently. So, when they approve it, it's perhaps once a day or something like that, or whenever they go into it. So, that doesn't help. Obviously, if you, as you say, you want to post something, you want it up now, not 3 weeks after the cartridges come out. So,
But no, that's a good point. The Discord again is something that I'm learning to be better at using. I know Ryan jumps in the Evercade Discord a little bit just to sort of see what's going on. But that's another really great place if people would like to see a lot of information that does get sort of talked about quite a lot. Like Derek has said, the Discord is very active. So if you're into Discord and know how to use it better than I do, then yes, jump on it, get it going. There's lots of various social media that people can sort of jump on for Evercade. There's so much stuff out there.
And excellent. Also on their evercade.co.uk, there's on the news section, there's blogs on there which are quite interesting, and they don't really promote them very often, but they recently had top 5 sports games on the Evercade, top 5 Tate mode games on the Evercade, and things like that. So it's always worth having a look on their official website, because there's a lot of information on there that you'll miss otherwise.
Yeah, definitely. They explain a bit more about sort of some of the technical games and how to get into them a bit more. So that can be quite helpful.
Excellent. Right. So let us move on to our